the corner of his eye, he sees the runner racing home. Picks it up and tries to throw to the plate. JT Realmuto, the catcher, couldn't believe it. He's screaming 1-1-1-1-1.
The throw was terrible.
The throw was terrible, but I don't think a good throw gets it.
I don't either.
And I think.
And he had the guy at first.
And he had plenty of time. He had plenty of time to pick it up, step and throw, and my heart broke for that kid. My heart broke for that kid. I'm thinking, oh my goodness, yours did. This guy said his heart didn't break. He doesn't like the Phillies. Okay,
amen to that guy.
but I thought, God bless his soul. And now look, the Dodgers are already up 2-1, and I read a bunch of stories about it today. And all the Phillies are saying it's not on him, it's on us for not hitting.
Right.
Okay, we didn't hit at all.
It was a 2-1 game in 11 innings.
That's correct. We scored one run. We scored one run in 11 innings.
But the only 2 runs they scored in that game, one was on a walk in the 8th inning with the bases loaded, and the other was that.
That's right. So it was a wild game, but again, it was just a heartbreaking game for the Phillies to lose.
I didn't realize Billy Napier manages the Phillies.
I do think, and I think the Dodgers were going to win anyway. Now, I don't know if they'd have won back in Philly. That's the question. But anyway, the Dodgers move on. Tough loss for Philly, and we'll continue. So the Cubs look good. The Cubs, they've taken it to a 5th game and by scoring a bunch of runs in a shutout win. So a lot of things to talk about today on the program, but we'll start with football. When we come back, we're going to talk Jaguars football. Remember, get your name in the box here. Come on in here. You got to be here to win. We're giving away a pair of tickets every 15 minutes starting at 4:30, plus a fantastic signed helmet, a fantastic signed jersey by Josh Hines-Allen and Travis Hunter, respectively. Today's the day to come celebrate the Jaguars on 10-10 Day, by the way. It's a perfect day all the way around. We're glad you're with us. Let's hear from a couple Jaguar players after this. Stay with us.
It's the ride home with the Frangie Show from the Harrell and Harrell studio. Don't settle for less than you deserve.
The best place to get trucks is Nimnick Chevrolet, but did you know Nimnick Chevrolet is way more than just trucks? While most dealerships are running low, Nimnick has the largest inventory of new Chevy SUVs in town right on their lot. With low promotional rates, now is the time to save big on the most popular Chevy SUVs like the all-new redesigned Equinox. Plus, with cash incentives and Nimnick savings, you'll save thousands only at Nimnick. If you're looking for better fuel economy or just need a little more room for your growing family, Nimnick Chevrolet's wide range of models ready to drive means you'll find exactly what you're looking for at Nimnick. So head to Nimnick today. Of course, it's the best place for trucks. When you go to Nimnick, it's way more than trucks. It's great SUVs as well. So head to Nimnick today. Where's the best place to get cars, trucks, and SUVs? Nobody but Nimnick.
Wingstop and 1010XL has the ultimate tailgate for you to win. Leon Searcy, your lemon pepper guy. Go to 1010XL.com to register to win a 100-piece wing party complete with fries, veggie sticks, and dips.
Frank Frangie here. These days, it's hard to know which companies to trust. When it comes to banking, I trust South State Bank. South State truly values its customers, and they work hard to create meaningful, lasting relationships. I love going into my local branch. I see the same smiling faces I've seen for years. South State is the largest bank headquartered in Florida, so they're able to offer all the banking services you need. You can trust South State Bank. Banking forward. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Hey, First Coast, it's your boy Leon Searcy, your lemon pepper guy. Back and better than ever for Wingstop. You know I can't resist those crisp, flavorful wings that make your taste buds dance. Wingstop just opened a hot new spot on Jeremiah Street in Middleborough. There's 17 locations now serving up the most mouth-watering wings in town. And my all-time favorite, lemon pepper. Try their new quick and easy ordering on the app and swing by today for fresh, hot wings made for you. Only at Wingstop.
Big Chief Tire makes auto care more affordable with 6-month financing through the CFNA credit card. Frank Frangie here. Plus, get $50 off your first purchase when you sign up. Whether you need new tires, brake service, or general repairs, their expert technicians have you covered. With no interest for 6 months, now's the perfect time to take care of your vehicle. Visit WeKeepJacksRollin.com or call 904-932-0950 to apply today. Big Chief Tire keeps Jacks rolling.
XL Primetime is back weekdays noon to 2, and on Wednesdays, join Dr. George Bari at 1:20 for the latest in sports injuries from all the big names in the game. Make sure you catch Dr. George Bari on XL Primetime Wednesdays at 1:20 on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
Get ready, poker players. The World Poker Tour is coming back to Best Bet Jacksonville from October 30th through November 18th. It's your chance to become a World Poker Tour champion with 14 different poker tournaments to play, including the Best Bet Scramble, a $5,000 no-limit hold'em main event with a $1 million guarantee. Satellites and mega satellites are going on now at Best Bet Jacksonville. For the full WPT schedule and more information, visit bestbetjax.com. That's bestbetjax.com.
Hey, Jags fans, Tommy Mack here. Crown Royal is the official whiskey of the Jacksonville Jaguars. This season, it's not game day without the generous spirit of Crown Royal. Whether you're at the tailgate, in the stands, or watching from home, Crown Royal is the reason and the reward for coming together. Grab a glass with Crown Royal Rig at a stadium near you, because we'll be sharing the generous spirit with fans across the country. Crown Royal, fueling game day with generous spirit. Visit crownroyal.com/Royal Rig on the Crown Royal Rig Tour. Please drink responsibly.
Our slogan, Know Before You Blow, applies to more than just DUI cases. Hi, I'm attorney Lee Lockett of Lockett Law. Battery charges can result in jail time and criminal convictions too, so know before you blow a gasket and hit a loved one or a stranger. Drug crimes like possession of marijuana and cocaine will land you in cuffs too, so know before you blow. In a boating under the influence case, you also have the option to blow or not to blow. So know your options. Know before you blow. Go to knowbeforeyoublow.com now. Offices Jacksonville.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah.
It's a Big Chief Tire Friday on The Frangie Show. For all of your tires and automotive service needs, it's Big Chief Tire.
We sure appreciate our friends from Big Chief Tire Company. They do a great job. 6 locations on the First Coast, including right here in Orange Park. I was at that Mandarin location today, and they do a fantastic job as well. 2 on the west side, 1 on the north side, and, of course, the south side Phillips Highway location. LaQuinn Allen, they love how physical he is. They love how – and what a good, accomplished third down back right out of Syracuse, I mean, right out of the college ranks, understands who to block, which isn't easy, by the way, and they're very good at it.
He's got some of the best instincts you'll ever see. I mean, for a
great
seventh round,
great word for it.
Yeah, for a 7th round rookie to be able to come in, and the physical part is great. But the fact that he is so cerebral, that he knows where the blitz is coming, where he needs to help. I don't think he probably has. If Liam Cohen was here, he'd probably say, I can point to things he hasn't done well, because that's just life. I mean, no one's going to be perfect. But there hasn't been one that has really stood out to me as a novice of, wow, LaQuinn Allen's got to make that play. He has just been so reliable. He's going to play in this league until he's 33. I mean, as long as LaQuinn Allen's body holds up, he is going to have a place in the NFL because of how valuable he is as a third down back.
Hayes Carline earlier today with rookie running back LaQuinn Allen.
Now, Renewal by Anderson Custom Windows and Doors takes you in the locker room.
We're pleased to be joined with Jaguars running back LaQuinn Allen here on 1010XL 92.5 FM. Man, it's great to see you. How you doing?
How you doing today?
Doing great, doing great. How'd practice go for you?
You said how practice? My fault. Yeah, it went very well. You know, we was out there getting after it. Rain came down a little bit, but that didn't faze anybody. You know, we was practicing hard, you know, and preparing for this week.
Seattle's got a very tough run defense. What stands out when you watch them on film?
Their interior, you know, they're pretty big. You know, they work hands, you know, try to stay unblocked. You know, we just got to make sure, you know, we contain them. And, you know, the rest is going to be history, definitely.
LaQuinn, you've obviously been able to play with an incredible level of physicality. Where does that come from?
I think that comes from just being me and, you know, throughout my years of football and just knowing what it takes, you know, to be at a high level to play football. You know, you got to have that physicality, and, you know, that's why I try to keep with me, for sure.
What's it been like being teammates with Travis Etienne?
It's been amazing, you know, being a teammate and, you know, just learning from those guys, learning from 2 and 2, and, you know, just learning from the whole room. And, you know, we're really going to skyrocket, man, you know.
Absolutely. And Bayshore was telling me a couple weeks ago that you guys didn't really know each other growing up, knew of each other, but how cool has it been getting to know him as a teammate?
It's been amazing, just knowing that, someone that's from around my way that I grew up is on my team, and we're able to thrive together, in those crucial moments, and adapt to the environment, and that's what we've been doing.
How did you get so good at pass protection? Is that something just that you've always naturally had, or how did you become so exceptional at it?
Yeah, I think, it's number one, having God with you. Number two, willing to do it. And number three, putting it in play, learning how to do it at a high level and knowing, what type of rushes they're going to bring, what type of, pressures they're going to bring so you can be there to pick it up and, have the right technique, to protect.
Brenton was such a big part of the offense. Obviously, you guys won't have him now for at least 4 games. But what have you seen out of the other tight ends as you guys start to form this game plan?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Actually, we just came back from walkthrough after practice, so that should tell you, we're just in that mode to get that chemistry with each other. And, so Sunday, we can ball out together, and play free.
When you've gotten the ball, you've done good things with it, some key third down conversions, things like that. Are you pleased with how you've been able to acclimate to running the ball at a high level at this level?
Sir. Whenever they call my number, I just got to make sure that I'm ready and that I'm going to perform at a high level. That's what I love to do. And, whenever they call my number throughout the game, that's when I'm going to go, show what I can do and, protect my teammates and, put it on the line for my teammates.
The team hasn't had a ton of success, over the last few years. How cool has it been to arrive and you guys are, have the best record in football?
It's been amazing just knowing that in camp and, just coming together in camp. I think that says it all. We came together and, we were grinding together and, blood, sweat, and tears. And now, it's time to go against someone else, putting it all on display and, coming together has been amazing, man. Amazing experience, definitely for my first year.
LeQuint, how does your skill set translate so well to what Liam Cohen asks of his backs?
Definitely with being fast. So that's fundamental sound, tackling, situation master, and tough. If you're all those things, that's what coach wants. And, I try to be all of those things every day because that's what it takes to be on this football team.
Have you enjoyed Jacksonville so far? I know you've been busy, obviously, with the season. Not a lot of downtime.
Been out. Yeah, I haven't been out. I've been to the beach before, but that's about it. But definitely a pretty city, and can't wait to explore.
Well, LeQuint, yeah, absolutely. Well, it's been great, getting a chance to watch you so far. Congratulations on your success, and best of luck in the future.
Yes, sir. Thank you, man.
Yeah, LeQuint Allen's going to have plenty of time to get to acclimate himself to Jacksonville this offseason because I think he's going to be here for several years based on what we've seen so far. An excellent pickup by GM James Gladstone, and LeQuint Allen has really brought a physical, cerebral nature to that third down back position. Love watching him play.
Yeah, I think I'm told right after you were done with him, he raced out there and looked for someone to block. I'm done my interview. I got to block somebody.
Yeah, that was Travis Etienne, by the way, that popped in there and was like, he's a dog. So, I mean, he obviously, LeQuint's been able to, get the respect from the veterans. And they did come in to the locker room late. That was the last group that came in, was that running backs group. So you can tell they were really working on their assignments going up against a very stout Seahawks run defense.
Let's go from a veteran or a rookie offensive player to a veteran defensive player. I think Foye Oluokun disliked is the wrong word, did not enjoy last year so much that he's having the time of his life. He's watching Devin Lloyd play great. He's playing great because he always does. The scheme works. I get the hunch, and we're going to hear from him in a minute. You just spoke with him. I think he's having the time of his life. Do you get that read?
Without a doubt. I mean, Foye, he talks about it in the interview. This is in his 8 years, he's never had a 4-1 start. He was in Atlanta for 4 years, then he signed as a free agent with the Jaguars, and there's been some pockets of success, but he's never had a start like this, and certainly he's a big reason why the Jaguars defensively are doing so many wonderful things.
All right, Foye Oluokun, the unadulterated leader of the defense, with Hayes earlier today.
Now, Renewal by Anderson Custom Windows and Doors takes you in the locker room.
We're pleased to be joined with Jaguars linebacker Foye Oluokun here on 1010XL 92.5 FM. Man, it's great to see you. How you doing?
I'm doing well. How about yourself?
Doing great. What a start to the season. How was the week of practice for you guys?
It was good. Good urgency. Got a lot through the first 5 weeks, like a little bit of self-scouting, stuff we can improve on and stuff. So something we're focused on, trying to stay in the win column, but trying to bring the right mentality to these games coming up.
Were you pleased with how the team refocused after the huge win Monday night over the Chiefs?
Yeah, I feel like we're all refocused the next day we were in here. It was a short week, and everybody felt like we could have done better, so it kind of wrote itself, and everybody came in with the right mentality.
Seattle has a very balanced offense. So let's start with the ground game with the two backs. What stands out when you watch their rushing attack?
Good backs, good balance, good vision. Definitely like to stick with the run game. Got to stick in all your gaps and lanes. Make sure you don't pop a gap too early and stuff. So it's going to take 11 as one team football to bring them all down. But just being disciplined as a defense, really.
Is there a scheme that you guys have played that there's some familiarity with what they like to do?
A little bit of the 12 personnel and then 21. They'll bring that fullback in there. I mean, that's what San Francisco does. I think San Francisco might do a little bit more flavor of stuff with their tight ends and stuff, while these guys might be a little bit more gritty or hard-nosed, if that makes sense. They're not saying San Francisco not a gritty team, but, with the motions and shifts a little bit like San Francisco a little bit.
In terms of Darnold, when he gets in a rhythm, he is, incredibly effective, having a great year. What stands out when you watch Sam on film?
Stays alive in the pocket well, mobile enough. Always been a better athlete than he looks like. And he has confidence in his arm, has confidence in his reads and stuff. So I'm sure he's, I've played him from a long time ago, so I've seen him grow every year. And, just seeing that confidence, it comes with that natural talent that he has.
Saw you had 500 tackles now as a Jaguar. Congratulations on that achievement. Is it hard to believe that you've been here this long to have that kind of productivity here with the Jags?
Yeah, I mean, it started off hot. It's kind of crazy looking back on it. It's my 4th year here. I had 4 in Atlanta, so just blessed on having a career like that, but definitely trying to stack a couple more. Just keep being the player I am, and, what comes with it comes with it, but all I can do is focus on the next game at hand and just keep playing the way I play. I like it.
Foye, what elements of your game are you especially pleased with right now?
This defense, we're taking the ball away. I feel like had a good, calming presence for the defense so far. People are in the right spots and stuff. I think we've been definitely have a hunting mindset and stuff. So I just like the camaraderie I have with the team this year more so. It doesn't necessarily feel like everybody's in it for themselves. Everybody wants to see the betterment of the person next to them. So I think when you play that way, everybody benefits, and we'll see what happens as we keep going.
You've been teammates with Tyson Campbell for a while now. Greg Newsome comes in. What can Greg do to help you guys, and what were your thoughts on Tyson's contributions to being a Jaguar and being his teammate?
Yeah, I've known Tyson for a while now, just getting closer with him, building up his confidence as he was I wouldn't say a kid, but he was younger, and now he's a vet, huh? So, just growing with him through this whole time, keeping his confidence up and stuff, but, just telling him to trust his talents and stuff. So he's going into a new situation, just go be himself and just keep growing as a player, and then I'm sure he'll take off there. So Greg can come in, just join the camaraderie that we have. It's all about trust, like being in the right spot, giving calls, communication and all that, and then really just go play hard, sacrifice a little, whatever. This place where my brother can ball out his place, so just play for one another. I think he's going to come in, join that, see what we do here and like it.
Foye, what do you think's been the key in Devin having such a fantastic start to the season from your vantage point?
Just trusting his process. He's always been a very talented player. Trusting the scheme and stuff, and then really going out and making the plays that he feels he can make. He goes out and makes those plays, and it's really cool to see. And then he does stuff with it that we challenge him out. You break all these tackles, why don't you go score? He literally went out and did that. So, hell of a player, and I hope he keeps it going.
Tough challenge on Sunday, but you guys have a chance to get to 5-1. As the leader, one of the leaders of this team, how exciting is it to have this opportunity in front of you?
Yeah, I mean, maybe the hottest start I've started off with in my career, but I think it's so cool that nobody really cared about our record here. Obviously, just how the season started, everybody wants to question if it's like legitimate or whatever, so that's natural motivation, but I think that we all just care about the next game. Like, we don't really pay attention much to outside noise. I think coming into the year, we had a lot to prove individually and as a team, so every game's an opportunity to prove that. And I love the mindset the team has, like, 5-1, 4. I don't really care about that. We're trying to win a game. Like, whoever comes up in here, we have an opportunity to set our standard and show that.
Foye Oluokun, really appreciate your time. Best of luck to you and congratulations.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
Seattle running back Kenneth Walker is averaging 4.9 yards a carry. Foye Oluokun will be a big reason in trying to slow him down. If they can do that, get Darnold to some bad down and distance, the Jaguars will win the game.
All right, let's take a break. When we come back, I hope you got your names in that box there because we're giving away tickets, a pair of tickets, right when we come back. This is 1010XL and 92.5 FM.
The Frangie Show from the Harrell and Harrell studio. Don't settle for less than you deserve.
Hey, sports fans, it's Hayes Carline here to let you know about my new obsession, Daisy French Onion Dip. If you love eating dips with chips, wings, and veggies while watching football, you'll love new Daisy French Onion Dip and Daisy Ranch Dip. These are game changers. They're as delicious as a homemade dip made with real herbs and spices and other ingredients you'd find in your own kitchen. You've got to try them. Once you do, you'll be hooked. Look for Daisy French Onion Dip at a grocery store near you.
Welcome to the bundle event. Entering now our undisputed tag team champions, the mid-size SUV and the mid-century modern. Together with a State Farm agent, this auto and home duo are a powerful force of savings, service, and customizable coverage. Now, let's get ready to bundle.
Call State Farm agent Scott Hobson in Ponte Vedra at 904-479-9000.
Availability and amount of discounts and savings vary by state.
Pregame Friday, built by Dreamfinders Homes on 1010XL.
Hi, it's Frank Frangie. You hear my buddies Dan and Jeff talk about that great food at Daly's Dash all the time. Jeff loves that Duval, and Dan loves the Boss. And they're right, both are terrific. But I can tell you they have so many excellent options at Daly's Dash. Salads and flatbreads and tacos and quesadillas, you name it. And, of course, those fantastic subs and sandwiches. I just had the Italian sub. It is so good. The thing is, Daly's Dash is really committed to their food and committed to making it perfect for you. Everything is fresh, made to order every time. And there's so many Daly's locations in town, no matter where you are, there's one near you. I love to pop in and grab a sub at lunch, or maybe after a round of golf, or maybe even after calling one of those Jags games. There's never a bad time to stop into Daly's Dash and grab that great, great food. So head there today. Take it from Dan and Jeff, or take it from me. They say it's nicer here. It really is. And the food is delicious. Head to Daly's Dash today.
Rick Ballou for Coy Dental. That's right, Carlson Dental is now Coy Dental. Dr. Lee has been practicing there for 9 years, has purchased the company. The Coy Dental team still has the same great dentists and staff. And remember, if you get nervous visiting a dentist, don't. There's never a problem at Coy Dental with light sedation for cleaning and deep sedation for all your restorative needs. Coy Dental, located in Bartram Park.
Looking for a great place to enjoy some craft creations and soak up some scenery? Fernandina's Mocama Beer Company is a must-see and must-try. Nassau County knows it. Visitors need to find out about it. Mocama means near the big water where the sun is born. And if you visit their tap room in Fernandina Beach, you'll see how they've mastered equal parts precision and art in creating great flavors from IPAs to Pilsners, lagers, and sours, plus plenty more. Mocama.com, Mocama Beer Company. Start an adventure and find them in Fernandina.
Did you know that basketball and volleyball were invented at the YMCA? That's right, and even today, the Y continues to lead the way in youth sports programming, from toddlers just starting out to teens ready to compete. The Y offers skill development, recreational play, and competitive leagues, all in a fun, supportive environment. Get your child in the game to build character and skills at the Y. Registration is now open for youth volleyball and soccer at fcymca.org.
Joe C. for Preferred Roofing, reminding you your roof is more than just felt and shingles. It's a system that not only keeps your home dry, but also impacts your heating and cooling bills. Preferred Roofing and Construction is a GAF Master Elite roofing contractor lauded for having the ability to educate and inform homeowners on their options. Why GAF and Preferred Roofing? They're veteran-owned and operated with ties to Duval for decades. A family business ready to make sure your family has a good roof over its head. Log on, preferredroofingjacks.com.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still, present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch.
It's a Big Chief Tire Friday on The Frangie Show. For all of your tires and automotive service needs, it's Big Chief Tire.
Man, we thank our friends from Big Chief Tire. What a wonderful job they do with 6 locations, including one right here in Orange Park. All right, you ready to get the We get ready to give away some tickets?
Absolutely.
All right, every 15 minutes we're going to give away tickets. You got to be here to win. Did everybody get their name in? You guys all got your name in? Everyone's got it. Okay, here we go. Let's put it right here, Tom. We're good. We're giving away two tickets. Right now, the first two tickets to the game. You got to yell loud, right, if you win these tickets? Right? Why are you looking so calm? You excited about this or not? The quiet group. I'm not giving them away to quiet people. Thank you, better. That's way better. All right, 2 tickets to this week's game, and they're going to scream their butt off to Chloe Wilson. Where's Chloe? Come on over here, Chloe. Get over here. Get over here, Chloe. Chloe's going to the ball game. 2 tickets, Chloe. We're giving away 2 more in about 15 minutes. Come on over here. Dan's going to take care of you right here. Dan is the ticket guy, by the way. If you need tickets, Dan's got all the tickets for you. You can also buy tickets from Dan, so right here. Congratulations to Chloe. All right, we're giving away 2 more in about 15 minutes. We're going to be doing this all day long, so we're certainly looking forward to that. So, Chloe, congratulations. Now, you got to scream loud at the game, Chloe, okay? That's the rule, okay? See, Chloe says, I got this.
She's ready.
I got this. So, all right, we'll give 15 minutes, another 15 minutes. We'll do that again. We're looking forward to that. So, Jags and Seahawks, final thought on that. I think it's going to be interesting to see the physicality. The Jags have been the most physical team in the game, in my opinion, all 5 games. And I don't even think it's close. I think they've been the more physical team. Now, I do think the Chiefs' offensive line won the battle against the Jags' defensive front. They didn't have Trayvon Walker was part of that. But I thought the Chiefs' offensive line won the battle against the Jags. They didn't touch Mahomes. And I thought the Jags' offensive line won the battle against the Chiefs' defensive front. So that's the closest I thought it came, in my opinion. But I really do believe this will be a real test because this is a physical group of Seahawks.
Without a doubt, the Seahawks have invested a lot in that offensive line. You've got Cross and Zabel there, first-round guys, and on the defensive line, they're very stout as well. They've done a good job in the draft, but also supplementing that with free agency. Leonard Williams, who feels like he's been in the league now for 19 years, is still there playing at a high level. So yeah, they're good in the trenches. That's why Seattle doesn't really have a ton of stars.
Right.
You know, like Jackson Smith-Njigba, the receiver, he's an emerging star, but he isn't really quite in the public consciousness yet. You look at their run game, Walker, is a good player, not a star. Sam Darnold, certainly not a star. And on the defensive side, they don't really have those stars that you think of. But the reason that they're 3-2 and an eyelash away from being 5-0 is they're really good in the trenches, and that will be a challenge.
And so that's the challenge. What I like is I think the Jags might throw the ball a little bit in this game. I think you can attack through the air against everybody's got areas where they're not as strong. I think you can attack through the air against Seattle. This is a big game for Trevor Lawrence. We talked about going head-to-head with Burrow. Never happened. Burrow got hurt. Talked about head-to-head with Patrick Mahomes. We won the game. Head-to-head against Brock Purdy. Jags won the game. Well, now it's not about the quarterback, although Sam Darnold's playing very well. Now it's about a team that might be susceptible to the pass more so than they are the run. That's who you're facing. A couple things happen. Number one, this doesn't mean he won't ever drop a pass again, but the Brian Thomas Jr. not wanting to get hit, dropping passes, that story is faded.
Yes.
That story is gone. That's good. Number two, we're starting to see the emergence of Travis Hunter. We are starting to see Travis Hunter start to emerge. We're seeing it. It's in bits and pieces. But, man, oh, man, when he climbed the ladder and went and got the high ball, and there's another ball that he caught in space and made a guy miss. I tell you what, when they get the ball to him in space, where he's got a chance to make a guy miss, boy, it's a thing of beauty, isn't it?
Without a doubt.
So,
I mean, he's electric.
I have a hunch that what you're going to start seeing, let me change that. What you're going to see this week is I think you're going to see more of the vertical passing game this week. The Jags are a running team. They're going to want to run. That's who they are. They're a physical team. They want to be physical. But I think you're going to see the ball, in my opinion, I think you're going to see the ball down the field, maybe more in this game than you have other games.
Yeah, I think that's a good call. Seattle's secondary is banged up a little bit. We'll see, the final injury report and if they rule anybody out. But they've got a couple guys in the secondary that they're not sure if they're going to have. And, that will certainly – I think the advantage is already to the Jaguars' side, but it really will be tilted to their side if Witherspoon and the safety Love can't play. And so, we'll see, as it gets to Sunday, 90 minutes before kick, we'll see the inactives. But I would think that if you're Liam Cohen, certainly what you're emphasizing to Trevor this week is there will be shots.
That's right.
We need to take those shots.
Exactly. That's right. And you got to take them when they're there. We are live at Big Dogs, by the way. We do want to thank our friends Big Dogs here in Orange Park. 20 years they've been doing this. And, man, oh, man, Friday happy hour 4 to 7. There's 2-for-1 draft beer, pitchers included, $18 domestic bottle buckets, $21 import bottle buckets, all kind of fun stuff going on. And a daily wing special, $11.99, 5 wings, fries, a drink or a draft beer included. That's Monday through Friday up until 4 o'clock. So all kind of great specials here on Blanding Boulevard, kind of right in between Orange Park and Middleburg. Come on out and see us. We'd love to have you do it. And we're celebrating 10-10 Day. We're glad we're here. So here's what we're going to do. Take a break. When we come back, Hayes has headlines. At the end of headlines, we're giving away 2 more tickets.
Wow.
We're rolling here, okay? We're going to do headlines. We'll give away tickets after that. This is 1010XL on 92.5 FM.
It's the ride home with the Frangie Show. From the Harold and Harold studio, don't settle for less than you deserve.
You down with J-A-G?
Yeah, you know me.
You down with J-A-G?
Yeah, you know me.
You down with J-A-G?
Yeah, you know me.
Who's down with J-A-G?
The Bold City.
1010XL, proud flagship station of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Hicken here. Celebrate the spooky season with Zero Res. Get 3 rooms of carpet clean starting at just $139, plus a free haul, and take 15% off your air duct and dryer vent cleaning. Book online at ZeroResJacksonville.com and take advantage of these huge savings.
Jags fans, this one's for you. If you've got MyGate rewards, you're already in the game. But now you've got a shot at the ultimate prize, meeting QB1 himself, Trevor Lawrence, at Everbank Stadium with 3 friends by your side. With the MyGate Rewards Gatorade Club, every 5 Gatorade items you purchase equals 1 entry toward your chance to win. Stack them up and score big. See store for details. Gear up for the season. Gates got you.
Dr. Kevin Murphy with Southeast Orthopedic Specialists, congratulating our Scholar Athlete of the Week.
Eli Little, senior varsity swimmer at Stanton College Prep. Eli is a member of the National Honor Society, the Spanish Honor Society, and the Science Honor Society, and he's president of the Fellowship of Christian Athletes.
Frank Frangie here from my bank, South State Bank. South State has been committed to delivering world-class customer service that businesses like yours and mine can count on. From personalized support to cutting-edge banking solutions, South State Bank has blended the trusted traditions we all value with the innovation you need for tomorrow. Whether you're managing cash flow or investing in growth, South State Bank is here to help you move forward. Visit southstatebank.com or visit your local branch today. That's South State, member FDIC.
Looking for the ultimate tailgate spot this football season? Front Runners Tap House has 20-plus televisions, including a massive 396-inch television, so you won't miss a single play. Sink your teeth into extra crispy brine wings, smash burgers, and flatbreads. Fan favorites inspired by the local. Cold beer, a full bar, and the sound always on for every big game. Bring the family and catch every touchdown at Front Runners Tap House, inside the Community First Igloo.
Hey, Hicken here. Tired of glasses or contacts? Discover customized vision solutions at Bowden Eye & Associates. Dr. Bowden's team offers cutting-edge options like Evo implantable Collamer lenses or refractive lens exchange and classic LASIK, designed to fit your life. Picture perfect vision for reading, driving, or just enjoying the day. It's easier than you think. Call now for your free screening. Bowden Eye & Associates, they're keeping the First Coast focused.
The Alhambra Theater and Dining brings you an evening of wonderful food and live theater and fun. October 9th through November 16th, come enjoy the award-winning musical from Charles Dickens' final unfinished novel, The Mystery of Edwin Drood, an interactive show where the audience gets to choose the ending. The Mystery of Edwin Drood promises to be an entertaining night for you, family, and friends. Get tickets at alhambrajacks.com. alhambrajacks.com.
Hey, Hicken here. This episode is brought to you by Prize Picks. You and I make decisions every day, but on Prize Picks, being right can get you paid. Don't miss any of the excitement this football season on Prize Picks. Man, it's good to be right. Prize Picks is the best way to win cash on any of our football teams this football season. Think about it, man. Prize Picks is the only app that offers stacks, meaning you can pick the same player up to 3 times in the same lineup. Want to pick more on Josh Allen's pass yards, rush yards, and touchdowns? Now you can pick all of them in the same lineup only on Prize Picks. You know how to play it. Just pick more or less on at least 2 player stats. If you get your picks right, you cash in. Download the Prize Pick app today. Use code 1010XL to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That is code 1010XL, and you get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. It's Prize Picks, man. Have a lot of fun this football season. Prize Picks, it's good to be right.
Hume Flowers announces their home holiday decorating team is now taking orders for the holiday season. This is JJ with 1010XL. No more hassling with tree buying, untangling, and hanging burned out lights. Call on Hume Flowers, they'll do it all.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? Gather round. It's Hayes' Headlines, presented by Harrell and Harrell. Don't settle for less than you deserve. Hear all about it. Here's Hayes Carline.
All right, welcome back to the Frangie Show. We certainly appreciate our friends at Harrell & Harrell. Give them a call at 251-1111. Frank, we're going to start Jaguars-Seahawks.
You better, because all these people are here trying to win tickets.
Very good point.
Better start
Very
with
good
that.
point.
That's
Very
what
good
I'm talking
point.
about, all right?
Can the Jaguars pass rush disrupt Sam Darnold?
Well, I think so, and I think it needs to for this reason. Sam Darnold is one of the classic examples of a guy who is very good when protected and not good when not. Now you think, well, everybody's like that, but it's different. Some guys handle off-schedule stuff better. He is really good when protected, and we're seeing it. And we saw last year he can become a little bit unglued when he's not, to a bunch of interceptions here for the Vikings. So, yes, I think they can, and I think they have to.
A big key to that will be defensive end Trayvon Walker's health. He missed last week with the wrist injury. Liam Cohen met with reporters earlier today and talked about the strides Trayvon Walker has made this week.
Getting him out there yesterday, just moving in a more full-speed pace than we were really able to do at times last week. I think that's helpful, being able to see him use it a little bit more. And although it's awkward, it's just still awkward using your hand when you don't have a hand to really use. So he's doing everything he can right now. That was really good to see yesterday. Hopefully you see another step today with more and more comfort level of using it. And they're definitely very hopeful.
Yeah, I think he's going to play. I'd be surprised if he doesn't play. And I think he'll affect the game. And now, again, it's hard for a guy who uses his hands to not have one of his hands. I mean, it is. But he's a tough guy. I think he'll affect the game.
Yeah, and if he is able to play, and I agree with you, I think he's going to be active. I think he can absolutely give Seattle a lot of problems, even playing with the club. That's going to be fascinating to watch. We have a new Jaguar. Greg Newsome is in town, went through his first practice as a Jaguar, the talented corner that they acquired in the Tyson Campbell deal with the Cleveland Browns. Liam Cohen talked about the skill set that Newsome will bring to the defense.
They played a ton of just man-free, coverage and just say, like, dude, go win and go compete. And I think they've played against some high-level receivers over the, first 5 games or whatever it's been for those guys. So that does take a mentality and a mindset as a corner to go and do. And then especially in like some of the red zone third downs, like those are tough. When you're going one-on-one with some of the better receivers in this league and competing at a high level, I think that those are hard downs.
Yeah, no question. I'll be interested to see what they do with Greg Newsome. I think ultimately he's going to play a lot of football, maybe every down. I don't know that I think it'll be this week. I think he's got to learn what they're doing. Monteric Brown knows this defense. He knows every nook and cranny of this defense. So it wouldn't surprise me if Monteric starts the game and Greg plays some. And I might be wrong about that, but even if he doesn't play a lot this week, it won't be long before he's playing every down.
And even regardless of snaps, the way that this season is going for the Jaguars and the way James Gladstone's moves are working, Newsome might have a pick 6 on Sunday.
That's right.
I mean, it just seems like everything is going their way, so we'll see. Very excited to watch him play on Sunday for the Jaguars. Let's get to around the NFL. The Giants rocked the Eagles 34-17 last night as rookies Jackson Dart and Cam Scatabo light it up. Dart was flawless, your guy, accounting for 2 touchdowns, while Scatabo rushed for 3 scores. The Giants improved to 2-4, while the Eagles dropped to 4-2.
You know how I feel about Jackson Dart. I think he's going to be a really good player. I think he's within 2 or 3 years being one of the best quarterbacks in the league. That's how far I'll go.
Last night.
He's athletic, which today's quarterback needs. Look, we saw it when Ole Miss played Florida last year. passing and run. How many first downs did he run for against the Gators last year? And when I saw that, I remember thinking, I'm glad he threw those 2 picks at the end. But my goodness, I was overwhelmingly impressed. He's going to be such a good player.
Without a doubt. Fantastic effort for the Giants, and now we'll see what if they can continue to build on it. Are you worried at all about the Eagles? Because, boy, that offense looks like it is really strong.
Yeah. I'll say this. I always say this. It's a long season, Hayes. These things are marathons, not sprints. And they did start the season 4-0, and they are holding the trophy. So I think they'll find themselves. But, yeah, they're flawed. They're maybe more flawed than I realized. I'll say that. I thought they'd win last night, so we'll see.
Tampa Bay will be without receiver Chris Godwin in their matchup against the 49ers. That's the other game in Week 6 involving 2 teams with winning records. We referenced that with the Jaguars and Seahawks earlier. So they don't have Godwin. They don't have Mike Evans. It doesn't look like they're going to have Bucky Irving, the talented running back. And we know the 49ers, a lot of attrition on that side of the ball, too. So that's going to be a big test to see which team can navigate that better.
Yeah, I'm really impressed with the Bucs. They are better than they're good. I mean, they're better than I thought they'd be. And, man, has Baker Mayfield come of age. I don't know that there's a player in the league right now that's impressing me more week to week than Baker Mayfield. And I loved him coming out, by the way. In fact, I was the big dummy afterwards that said it looked like I was wrong about it. I thought he'd be great. And then a year or 2 in, I thought, well, maybe I got that one wrong. I love the way he's playing. I think the Bucs are going to win.
Yeah, he's in the MVP race for sure. No Lamar Jackson for the Ravens again this week as he recovers from a hamstring. They're getting ready to host the Rams. The Rams will play the Ravens in Baltimore, then work out in Baltimore before they leave for London to face the Jaguars.
Yeah, it's a really interesting thing that they are waiting that long to go. Yeah, it really is. So at least they're not flying from Los Angeles. It'll be very, everyone's still trying to figure out how to make that trip, Hayes. We're all trying to figure out what the best way to do it is. It'll be interesting. They're going later than anyone's gone. No one's flown Friday. No one. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out.
Without a doubt. Let's get to college football. We've talked about the disaster in Chapel Hill with Bill Belichick. Well, a Belichick assistant has been suspended over NCAA allegations as it appears the Tar Heels Brain Trust really starting to lay the foundation to a firing with cause to get out of the $20 million buyout.
Well, I thought that until this week when they said we're all good. Okay.
Yeah, but
Belichick came out and said we're all good. Bubba Cunningham. So I now think he's going to be there 20 years.
Yeah.
I think he's going into his 90s.
Well, that's great news for NC State.
Is there any more better validation that it's blowing up than the coach and the AD saying it's not blowing up?
Yeah.
I mean, did you need any more confirmation?
Yeah,
wasn't that
yeah, it's not going to be long.
When you're forced to come out and say it, doesn't that kind of tell you?
It's close. Yeah, without a doubt. Let's get to Major League Baseball. The Dodgers advanced to the NLCS on a stunning Phillies error in the bottom of the 11th inning to win 2-1.
Yeah, it was. I felt so bad for that guy. I mean, we've all had brain cramps in our life when you do something and you know you're not supposed to do, and then you just do, and you think, how did I do that? How did I say that? It happened. I told this story many times. My first year calling Jaguars games, I still laugh about this. I called games forever. I'd done 7 years of college games, a lot of games before that. And the Jaguars hit the upright on a field goal, and I said incomplete. Incomplete came out of my mouth. I can't explain it. I can't tell you why I said incomplete. I didn't say no good. I said incomplete. And Baselli and Lagerman looked at me. They didn't know what to say. They just kind of looked at me, and everyone in the booth kind of looking at me, and I didn't know what to say. So we all just kind of sat there. And I just said incomplete. And then we kind of moved on. There's no real explanation why that came out of my mouth. And I think the same thing happened to this guy last night. He'll never be able to explain why he threw home because he knew not to. It just happened.
Yeah, no doubt about it. A couple of Game 5s tonight at 8. We have Tigers-Mariners. Tomorrow at 8, we have Cubs-Brewers. Who do you guys think advances?
JJ, go first. Do the Cubs complete the comeback? What do you think?
I actually like the Brewers. I love this Mizorowski kid, the rookie who we talked about earlier this spring. I think he's going to be have a great future. And imagine if he wins Game 5, a clinching game, as a rookie to start his season or his career. That'd be awesome. I'm going to go with them. And tonight, Scooble's pitching. I'm going to go with him.
I'm coming with you, the Tigers. Scooble's going to win. I'll go the other way. I think the Cubs are going to beat the Brewers. I think the Tigers and the Cubs win those two games.
Cubs have looked great. I've been pretty wrong about them. So.
All right, sounds good. Let's get to college basketball. Sad news in the world of college basketball today. Loyola Chicago's famous nun, Sister Jean, dies at the age of 106. She gained notoriety as the team chaplain during the improbable Final Four run in 2018. A marvelous figure.
Yeah, what a wonderful story that was.
Yeah.
What that sweet lady who loved her team so much and loved college basketball so much, and of all these Final Four and NCAA tournament storylines, I don't know that there's been a better one than that. A healthier, more wholesome story than that. I loved it, and rest in peace, Sister Jean. She had a good life.
Yes.
She made it to 106.
Absolutely, and we will play our musical note. We have a giveaway after that, so we're not closing on it. But our musical note today, on this date back in 1987, Whitesnake has the #1 song on the Billboard chart with this metal anthem, Here I Go Again. The music video remains iconic with Tawny Kitaen's incredible hotness. We lost Sweet Tawny back in 2021. This is a great song, but the reason it was such a huge success was Tawny Kitaen dancing on the cars in the video. So sorry, Whitesnake, but this is really a tribute to Tawny Kitaen.
Yeah, Hayes, I don't even know what you're talking about. I don't know if I don't know that I completely remember Tawny Kitaen, whoever that is, on the hood with the wind blowing. I don't know that I remember any of that. Did that really happen? You just dropped Tawny Kitaen on a doggone Friday on the First Coast.
You deserve it.
Yes, I do. Thank you for that. All right, you ready? You guys ready for more tickets? All right, here we go. Our second pair of tickets. You're going to see the Jags play the Seattle Seahawks. If I can grab a piece of paper right here we go. I got one. I got one in my hand. It's a big one. Going to see the Jags and the Seahawks. Mary Gail Rice. You got to be here. You didn't leave, did you? Yeah, there she comes. Come on up here. Mary got a big play. She's got the USA shirt on. She's here. She's ready.
Do you believe in miracles?
Yes. Yes, you do. Right over there. Dan's got your tickets. Congratulations. All right, Mary's going. We're giving away a bunch more tickets. We'll take a break. When we come back, we might give away more tickets as soon as we come back. This is 1010XL at 92.5 FM.
The Frangie Show from the Harold and Harold studio. Don't settle for less than you deserve.
The guy you don't want to be busy during the game doesn't wear a helmet.
You gotta fix me.
Keep the team doctor on the sideline.
Listen for the Farah and Farah Injury Update. Jacksonville. On 1010XL, the official personal injury law firm of the Jaguars.
Tired of roofers who never answer the phone and just use AI?
I'm Morgan Conley, the People's Roofer. I answer every call. No robots, no runaround. I'm born here, built here, staying here. Visit MorganConleyRoofing.org.
Frank Frangie here. When you need plumbing, septic, or air conditioning service, trust matters. That's why more homeowners in Jacksonville choose Duck Duck Rooter, the area's most trusted service company. They're licensed, insured, and the only master septic contractor in Northeast Florida. From small plumbing repairs to major renovations and full air conditioning service, they do it all. And with Duck Duck, it's done right. Call 904-862-6769 or visit DuckDuckRooter.com. Duck Duck Rooter. If the Jags trust Duck Duck Rooter, so can you.
Life happens every day, and sometimes it gets in the way. That's why 1010XL makes it easy to listen to your favorites. If you missed it, get it on demand.
At 1010XL.com.
Channeled by Duck Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic, and Air Conditioning.
This is Hayes Carline from my friend Holt at Harold & Harold. There doesn't seem to be enough time in the day to get everything done. Then you get injured in an accident, and you don't know what you're going to do. Let Harold & Harold make it easy for you. Easy on becoming a client. You can just text or email if you want. Easy on finding a doctor and getting through the process. Hopefully you won't need them, but if you're ever injured, call Harold & Harold and make it easy on yourself. Call them at 904-251-1111. That's 251-1111.
Home of the Jacksonville Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Pizza to Tea here, and Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here your favorite drafts are poured at a frosty 29 degrees, and rare barrel-aged whiskeys are served just the way you want them. It's bigger game days and bolder fight nights. I mean, where else can you find a scratch kitchen that always comes through in the clutch? From lunch to late night, only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar. Stick around after the sunset, and Twin Peaks is open really late. Wind down with bourbon and late night bites. Come on, somebody.
Bring your marketing to the next level with 3D Digital, your local video production and digital marketing agency that specializes in ensuring your brand story is seen, heard, and remembered. Our award-winning team creates professional content that will be launched across multiple platforms to precisely target your audience. Visit 3ddigital.com to define, design, and deliver exceptional results for your business.
Hey, it's Rick Ballou. I just upgraded my home with fantastic floors, and the experience was incredible. Rusty and the team brought the showroom to me with their at-home consultation. The whole process was simple, the installation was top-notch, and the results, absolutely fantastic. Take it from me. Don't wait. Visit fanfloors.com and schedule your at-home consultation today. Fantastic floors, where every step is fantastic.
Jags fans, arrive on time. The smartest way to get to the bank on game day is the JTA's Game Day Express, sponsored by the Jacksonville Zoo and Gardens. There are 5 pickup locations. Get your $10 pass on the MyJTA mobile app. Visit jtafla.com for details.
Rotator cuff injuries are common among athletes and those who have physically demanding careers. Don't let this injury keep you away from the sport you love. Dr. George Barry here, and the first thing you need to do with a serious shoulder injury is to diagnose where the damage is and how significant it is. Rotator cuff tears are either acute tears sustained during an injury or accident, or degenerative tears. If you're interested in learning more about rotator cuff repair and how our expert team of orthopedic surgeons can help you, call Barry Orthopedics today or visit barryorthopedics.com.
Mark Watson with Hardball Creative, letting you know that Hardball now offers web stores, so your employees can order their own branded gear, and you have more time for Wordle. Check it out at hardballcreative.com.
Hardball Creative. Hardball does it all.
Celebrating 30 years in Jack's Beach. Beach's Jewelry and Pawn is your go-to for cash on the spot. They buy gold. Huge sale on firearms all month. Save during Florida's Second Amendment sales tax holiday with no sales tax on firearms. Beach's Jewelry and Pawn in Jack's Beach.
I'm Max Fink with your 1010XL Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update brought to you by TopDressing.com. 1010XL brings you coverage of tonight's exciting high school football matchup between the 5-1 Bulls Bulldogs and Andrew Jackson High School, which will be kicking off at 7 o'clock tonight with that game airing right here on 1010XL 92.5 FM. And after the game, stick around as Hacker brings you updates from all around town on the Friday Night Light Show. It's 70 degrees at 5 o'clock time and temp brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah. Now, Hammer Time with Hayes, driven by Kia on Atlantic. Southside Kia is now Kia on Atlantic. Check us out at KiaOnAtlantic.com.
There have certainly been a lot of statistical eyesores with the Billy Napier era at Florida, but the one that I find the most galling is the fact that Florida has not beaten a ranked team on the road in his tenure as the Florida head coach. He's in his 4th year. Napier gets a chance tomorrow night against 5th-ranked Texas A&M in College Station. I know it's a difficult putt, but Billy Napier, if you want to have any semblance of hope of keeping your job, you've got to beat ranked teams on the road. That is part of the deal of being the Gators coach. He's got to get it done tomorrow night.
I'll be interested to see, Hayes, because I hear you. It's a very good point. And maybe just watching all this all these years has affected me, these Billy years. I don't think they have a chance tomorrow night. I think tomorrow night, I almost would pick them to beat Georgia before I pick them to win tomorrow night because of the road, because they haven't been good on the road. I haven't seen enough of Lagway yet. At least last year against Georgia, they hit Georgia in the mouth for a while. Now, Georgia won at the end of the game because Carson Beck made big plays in those last 2 drives, but I mean, they led that game in the 4th quarter. I don't know that I would be because it's on the road and because it's they play at Ole Miss in a few weeks too, but that's not the road this is. This is so I'd be very surprised if they do it. I don't think Florida's going to win. The bigger question for me is what is the mood? What does the mood feel like after this loss, assuming it's a loss? You know, we know what the mood was before the Texas game. Just when is it going to happen, right? When's the firing happening? then because they beat Texas, I don't think fans change their mind on Billy. I don't know. I know very few fans who said, okay, now I want to keep him. No, nobody that I know said that, and I don't sense that was a narrative at all in Gator Nation. But I do wonder, but it did, at least, it slowed the bleeding a little bit. It didn't stop the bleeding, it slowed the bleeding. I wonder if they lose like I think they're going to, if they lose 31-21, 27-17, then what? Does the noise in the system get louder, or is it just remain steady? You know what I mean? Because it's just been steady noise. So I wonder which of the two it is.
Well, I think anytime he loses now, you're on alert that, are you going to find out Sunday morning that that's it, and they have gone ahead and made the move and fired Billy Napier. So, I mean, I don't know that that's what's going to happen. But, yeah, I mean, it's to the point now where there's no middle ground. It's either going to be it's going to make last year look like child's play. This is either going to be the greatest resurrection of a career that we've ever seen, and they're going to get hot and go on some crazy run, and he's going to survive, or they're going to lose one or two more games, and he's going to get fired. I mean, there's zero middle ground to it.
Yeah, right.
And obviously tomorrow night's game plays a big role in that. If they beat Texas A&M, pull the upset, then you have to start looking at it like, well, what if? What if he gets to the finish line at 8-4? Do you hold on to him? It'd be, I think, hard to argue that you wouldn't, even though I'm conflicted because I don't think he can ever win at a high level there. But I also don't know that you can fire a coach that just went 8-4 against that schedule.
Well, they won't fire him at 8-4.
Yeah,
I think 8-4 they're not firing him. 5-7, they're obviously firing him before he gets to the 7. The question is in between. I think loss 5, he's fired. I think that's when he's going to get fired. So we'll see what winds up happening. To win the game, we're going to draw again in just a few. We're going to draw before we go to our next break, just so you folks know. So it's coming up. But stay on this for a second. What does it take for them to win? I've been thinking about this. Well, the intrigue is number 6, because the intrigue is if Dallas Wilson, now that he's had his coming out party, does it again when there's a little bit of tape. People know how big and physical he is. If all of a sudden DJ Lagway, who I think, by the way, because of the hamstring injury, has now been reduced to a drop-back passer like he was last year, I don't get the sense he's going to be running. They haven't run him much anyway. That's one of the most disappointing things. I thought he'd be running and passing and everything. So if tomorrow night DJ Lagway becomes drop-back passer and is protected and is starting to find Dallas Wilson and they're keeping up, well, then it's an interesting game. I think Marcel Reed is going to have some, as good as that Gator defense has been, I think he's going to have some success against them. I don't necessarily think it's a low-scoring game. I think it's going to be more points than people think. So Florida's going to have to keep up. The X factor in this game, to me, is does Dallas Wilson, while playing with Fernell Brown III and Trey Wilson and Aiden Mizell, who looks like he's going to play now, if there's enough there to make a difference, and if Billy Napier will get out of that godforsaken 12 personnel and play 3 receivers together and make you cover all 3, then at the very least I'll be interested. One of the reasons I'm convinced they can't win is I don't think he's going to do that. I think he's going to be old school Billy that runs the football and alternates his running backs, and that's what I think he's going to do. And pointing and shifting and motioning and play clock running down, I think that's what you're going to see. If you see, for a quarter and a half last week, they didn't do that. For a quarter and a half last week, they went 3 wide, they snapped it quick, they played fast, and then they went back to Billy ball. I'm afraid they can't get away from it very long. That's why I have no confidence. You're confident they can win because from a personnel standpoint, there's not that big a difference, and I agree with that. I think I'm putting words in your mouth, but I think that's what you're saying.
No, that's right.
Yeah, from a personnel standpoint, there's some similarities. I'm not convinced he can go on the road and do the things and attack and carve up a defense, which you have to do on the road some to win the game.
And he's never shown that.
Right,
so how could you possibly believe that he could when he's had 3+ years there? And he's never won a game on the road against a ranked team.
Yeah, never's a long time, and that's exactly.
And this isn't number 23.
Yeah,
this is the 5th ranked team in the country.
So we'll see what happens. All right, before we break, Tom, you grab me that box again. I'm ready to give away more tickets. You guys ready for more tickets? We're ready. Okay, let's give away more tickets. I told you we're doing it all day long. We're just staying all day and giving away tickets. You're going to the Jags in Seattle. Mary won her tickets earlier, and then Mary came up and said, what game am I going to? So let me be clear. It's Jags in Seattle. The Jags they're the home team, okay? Seattle's the road team, and they play downtown, okay? We good? So we're playing downtown, so that's what we're going to do. All right, here we go. Going to see the Jags. And by the way, Dan's over here selling tickets. You can get all kind of tickets. Dan's right here. So if you want to buy tickets for any other game, you can do it. Right now, though, hang on over there, Hayes. I got this, okay? The next person going, have to be here to win, Danny Poston. Look at Danny. How about Danny? Danny's going to be. How about that? All right. Danny was here before we even got here, so I'm glad Danny won. There you go, Danny. Danny's a Rams fan, by the way. Did you know that? He's a Rams fan. See, there. So you go right over there. He's going to get your ticket. Danny, congratulations. All right, we'll take a break. Danny's soaking it up. Danny's fantastic. You go, Danny. We'll take a break. Pete Prisco's coming by to talk by phone to talk NFL after this. Stay with us.
The Frangie Show from the Harold and Harold studio. Don't settle for less than you deserve.
A super defense is like a superior fence. They both protect what you value.
Pass rush, linebacker, secondary.
After the game, Superior Fence and Rail highlights the defensive player of the game on 1010XL.
Frank Frangie here. It's always truck season at Nimnick Chevrolet. Well, this month, you can save up to 20% off a new Silverado or get financing rates as low as 0%. Unlike most dealerships, Nimnick Chevrolet has the largest inventory on the ground, ready for you to explore. With their extensive selection, you're sure to find your perfect truck at Nimnick. So shop online at nimnickchevy.com or visit the dealership at Park and Cassett. Who's got more new Chevrolets at the best prices? Nobody but Nimnick. Chevrolet, together, let's drive.
Big personalities, bold opinions, lunch just got louder. Josie, Matt, and Leon are XL Prime Time from the big #1 Duval Ford Studios.
Any questions? Yeah, when's lunch?
Noon to 2 on 1010XL.
Frank Frangie here for my friend and insurance agent, Craig Dewhurst. Craig has been helping families on the First Coast with their insurance needs for 25 years as your good neighbor and local State Farm agent. Now's a great time to review your insurance policies, whether you need auto, homeowners, or renter's insurance, or insurance for your golf cart, boat, or jet skis. Craig handles all of my family's insurance needs, and even better, he gives back to the community. Call Craig today at 904-940-9740. That's 904-940-9740.
AC's broke, it ain't no joke. Call Florida Home AC. Florida Home AC. Florida Home AC. Florida Home AC. FloridaHomeAC.com.
Have you ever dreamed of owning a handcrafted cabin tucked into a 1,000-acre regenerative farm? Well, now you can. This is Frank Frangie for the farm in Okefenokee, just an hour north of Jacksonville in Folkestone. With only 250 cabins at full build-out, it's a rare chance to live off-grid, but not alone, in a community grounded in nature, food, and purpose. The amenities include a 2,300-acre hunting lease. Learn more at okefarm.com. That's okefarm.com.
The Golf Club of Southampton has big plans for 2026, renewing the greens plus plenty more. But right now's the time to take advantage of member opportunities before the big renovation. Now until the end of December, you can join and save $1,500 off their initiation fee, plus $500 back in a gift card with a 12-month commitment. All the details are at golfsouthampton.com. Playability for every skill level and a huge practice area to hone your game. Lock in now and enjoy membership privileges at the Golf Club of Southampton.
La playa is Spanish for the beach. If you can't remember that, the word Corona also works. Corona, La Playa awaits.
Introducing the Jags Stack at Firehouse Subs. A sub so bold, we had to name it after the team that roars. Packed with protein and made to satisfy a football-sized appetite. It's stacked with honey ham, smoked turkey, and roast beef. Topped with provolone fresh veggies and our new Duval drizzle. Order the new Jags Stack in the app right now. Available for a limited time at participating Jacksonville Firehouse Subs restaurants. The hottest subs in Duval!
I'm Chris Campione. Veterans have given so much in the service of our country, but when it comes to legal challenges, you shouldn't have to fight alone. At Campione Law, we're here to help veterans like you get the support and compensation you deserve. Whether it's a workplace injury, a personal injury claim, or navigating a veteran's disability claim, we'll stand by your side every step of the way. Your service to our country matters. Let us serve you with the dedication and respect you deserve. Call Campione Law for a free consultation today. Campione Law, fighting for veterans, fighting for justice. Visit CampioneLaw.com.
Campione Law. David Garrard here. I've had the PRP treatment from Southeast Orthopedic Specialists, and my knees are really doing well. Platelet-rich plasma treatment may be the answer for whatever is hurting you.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
My son had a meniscus surgery a couple years ago. When smooth as silk, Dr. Kevin Murphy did it. Was playing tennis in 2 weeks. This is Patrick Malarkey, and I highly recommend
Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch.
Time for all things Jaguars and NFL with Pete Prisco. The Prisco Report, presented by Showtime Sports Cards and Collectibles.
Showtime.
On the Frangie Show.
All right, we thank our friends from Showtime, by the way. You can bring your cards into Showtime now and have them submitted for PSA grading Wednesdays and Fridays from 1 to 6. And you can always call the store for more details, by the way, 904-527-8980. Again, if you want great PSA grading on your collectibles, Wednesdays and Fridays, 1 to 6. And you know they're located over there on Phillips Highway, right at the end of Shad Road. I was by there today, as a matter of fact. Head over there. You can find them on all the social media channels, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Pete Prisco joins us. Pete, these Jaguars off to a pretty good start. Where do you rank that win against Kansas City Monday night? It was a pretty big one as I see it.
By the way, your call, that Devin Lloyd interception, went viral, huh?
Yeah, it kind of went everywhere. I kind of lost my mind a little bit on that one. And
No,
yeah,
it was fun. Man, you had a good time.
It was kind of everywhere. Yeah, it went everywhere. It was kind of cool. I sent Jamie Iredall a note thanking her for putting it on Good Morning Football. So we had some fun with that. We really did.
Yeah, she used to work with us for a long time. She's a really nice person.
You know, I met her when she was doing sidelines with Nestler and Danielson. Remember that, Pete, for SEC games?
Oh yeah.
And I met her then when at SEC Media Days. Very nice person. You're exactly right. So that was very cool. So,
but yeah, as far as the Jaguars, I mean, my gosh, 4-1, you couldn't ask for anything better, right? I mean, think about it. You know, they've exceeded expectations by a lot of people. I don't think they've really exceeded the expectations of people inside that locker room, to be honest with you. And the reality is, they should be 5-0. They should be the last of the undefeated teams in the league. They should have, if it's not for that questionable pass interference call on Travis Hunter, they would be against Cincinnati. They'd be undefeated. And so then what would people be talking about? So yeah, and I want to say this. I think I've said it a couple of different times, but when Liam Cohen got the job, I had talked to people in Tampa about him. And I didn't know how he would handle himself. I think he's done a fantastic job of every part of being a first-time head coach, from the media and how he handles all that, from the organizational standpoint, and from dealing with his players and his game management. I didn't like the end of the half the other day, I'll be honest with you, the way they almost botched that and gave the ball away. But the reality is I think for a first-time head coach, he's done a fantastic job.
Pete, what do you like about Greg Newsome?
Well, it fits better with what they want to do. I mean, he's one of those guys that can play looking at the quarterback. But if you got to match him up, he can do that too. I think there's a lot of versatility there as well. He just plays the ball better, I think, than maybe Tyson Campbell did. And I think that's why they decided to make the decision. That coupled with the fact that the contract was really big for what Tyson Campbell was giving them. So is it a rental? Probably. We'll see. Because they have other guys who are going to have to extend. But for now, in the team that's sitting at 4-1 in a conference where there's not a lot of dominant teams, it makes a lot of sense.
Pete, let me ask you this, and I've been meaning to say this all week, haven't gotten to it because we've been talking more about Greg Newsome than Tyson Campbell. He makes too much money now for this to be in play. But I think Tyson Campbell is one of those big corners who become safeties, Rod Woodson or Mel Blount or Jalen Ramsey maybe in a year or two. I think he's one of those big corners who's physical, tough, fast, but not a very good turn and cover guy, not great hips. Is that and again, he makes too much money now, I get it. But could Tyson Campbell end his career the last 4 or 5 years as a safety, in your opinion?
Well, it'll be interesting to see what he does with Cleveland because we know they play a lot more man-to-man. And, and we'll see how they play in that scheme. But I think that's their plan for him is to be able to get physical, turn and run with guys. And I'm with you. I don't know if he's got the hips or the ball skills, by the way, to be an every down elite corner, particularly for that money. So maybe they do move him inside. The hardest trick with that one, though, Frank, it's one thing to come up and tackle in the run game when you're playing corner. It's an entirely different animal when you're playing safety. You got to come up and fill and hit that your running back when he's going full bore in the hole. So some guys can do it. Maybe he can do it, but I think for now the idea is for him to be an outside cover corner for the Browns.
That's a great point you made. Being a physical cornerback, which he is different than being a physical safety because that's almost like being a linebacker. It's a great point. Tell us about Seattle, Pete. What are we getting? Because I think Seattle's pretty good. What are we getting when they come to town?
Well, they are pretty. Their front seven, or at least the front four, is really good. I mean, they get after the quarterback, and McDonald's a good defensive coordinator, coach. So that's going to be a challenge for the offensive line. The good news is for Jacksonville is there's banged up in the secondary. No Witherspoon is just a big hit to that defense, and Love didn't play last week, and I doubt he's going to play this week, and that's another big hit. So you saw last week what Baker Mayfield did to them when they have problems in the secondary. He took advantage of it, and I think the Jaguars can do that as well. Offensive line, couple good players, not great. The interior isn't fantastic, although the rookie's going to be a good player. And then, Smith and Jigba can do it all. I mean, he's on the cusp of being one of those elite receivers in this league. And Sam Darnold, I mean, he's played at you talk about a league where people aren't driving the ball down the field. He's driving the ball down the field. And so that's the thing with him is he can take the big shots, the deep shots. My question with him is this: does it stay that way? Because there's always doubts. And you guys remember in Jacksonville last year, he was putting up enormous numbers for the Vikings and came to Jacksonville and struggled. What did he throw, 3 picks in that game? So I think there's going to be one of those games where he doesn't look like this, and then he starts looking like the old Sam Darnold. Maybe it's this weekend.
You think the Jaguars can get to Darnold?
What's the chances? I know they said that Trayvon Walker's trending. What do you guys think? You think
they actually just released the injury report. He does not have an injury designation. So Trayvon Walker will be active.
So he's got a club on his hand then, right?
Correct. Yep.
Yeah. I mean, hey, he starts throwing that damn thing to the head. That's what I would do, like the old days. You used to head slap guys with that club. Now it's a penalty. Now you get 15 and you get fined, though, so it's a whole different world. They need him. I think that was apparent last week. It's a different defense without him. And I know they dropped into coverage a lot last week and dropped ends into coverage a lot last week. So it was different because you wanted to slow down Patrick Mahomes. But I think they play differently when he's not in the lineup. It's good to get him back no matter how healthy he is. But, yeah, I think, look, the left tackle's a good player. Cross is a good player. That'll be an interesting matchup when he's with behind Allen. The right side is beatable. So if Walker can get over there and get some pressure, I think that'll be big for them.
Pete, let's go around the league a little bit, and then we'll get back and get your Jaguar pick in a minute. What's wrong with the Eagles? Man, oh, man. What's wrong with them?
Well, a couple things. They let all those guys go in free agency, Milton Williams and Sweat on the defensive line, and you thought that the young guys would step in and do it, and they haven't done it yet. And that's the problem. And not only that, when those guys go in as players who have to play, the depth gets, just eaten away, and now all of a sudden you're not deep, and you don't have the great players that you have. So the guys haven't stepped up yet. Not having Carter was big last night. That hurt. Quinyon Mitchell going out hurt. So they're banged up on that side of the ball. But on the offensive side of the ball, it's a bunch of things. A, they're not sticking with the run, which I don't understand. I mean, he had 6 carries last week against Denver in a game that wasn't decided until the end. That makes no sense. Saquon Barkley has to carry the football. The offensive line hasn't been as good. No Dickerson. Johnson's been in and out of the lineup. I don't think Steen is as good as Becton was last year, and Juergens hasn't played as well. So I think you add it all up. They don't run the ball as well as they have, and that puts more pressure on the quarterback, and the quarterback has been inconsistent. You saw that last night. So all in all, not a great offensive team and not a great defensive team, and that's why they're struggling.
You think Jackson Dart's the real deal?
You better stop running. I mean, look, I know it's all great, and everybody likes to see him get outside the pocket, run with his legs and everything, but this game, you can't be doing that consistently. You saw him go out, then he took a couple more shots. They ran him on a design run, took another shot. It makes no sense. Again, the ability to move can sometimes for a young quarterback be a curse and a blessing, because it's a curse if you don't allow yourself to stand in that pocket when it's clean and get through the progression. It's a blessing when you are getting pressure and you can maneuver the pocket and get out and make a play, with keeping your head up and making a throw, or with your legs. So right now, I think he has to learn how to stay there longer and then make your throws. And I'll give you an example. I'll go back to the Jaguars game. Trevor Lawrence made a bunch of really dynamic plays with his legs. On one of those plays, he had Brenton Strange wide open in the middle of the field, which would have been an easy flick. There's no need to run when you don't have to. And so I think those are the kind of little things that you got to look at when you're looking at a quarterback and his development. But Dart, so far, has brought juice to a team that badly needed it.
Final thing, Pete, of the one-loss teams, Buffalo, Pittsburgh, the Colts, obviously the Jaguars, the Lions, the Bucks, the 49ers. Who do you like? The Bills, let's take the Bills off the ballot because that's probably who we'd all pick. After the Bills, who do you like among those one-loss teams?
It's probably the Lions, and the problem with the Lions right now is they're so banged up in the secondary. I mean, they're down to corner 3 and 4 as starters, and that's a problem. So, and they go to Kansas City this week and face a wounded animal that has to have a win. But on paper, it would be the Lions. After that, look, Jacksonville and Indianapolis are right there. I really believe that, and that's going to be one of those fights throughout the whole year of who wins that division. Let's put it this way. Jacksonville's going to beat them in Jacksonville because they always do. It'll come down to whether they can beat them in Indy. And look, we go talk about these quarterbacks becoming who you are. At some point, Daniel Jones is going to look like Daniel Jones. Let's be real. It's going to happen. I don't know when it's going to happen, but it will happen.
Pete Prisco checking in, talking sports from CBSSports.com, brought to you by Showtime. Pete, who wins, Jags or Seahawks?
Jaguars win. I think they win this one. They go to London and maybe get that one, and all of a sudden you could be looking at 6-1. I think the other night, that drive, that throw to Brian Thomas will wake up Trevor Lawrence and let him get back to playing free and loose. And I think he plays better that way. Enough of this stuff coming to the line of scrimmage, looking at the play clock, letting it run down, trying to change the play. You got to let him get into a rhythm. Now, in that last drive, he took a terrible sack. He should have threw the ball away. That's end of game 101, and he failed on that thing. But the fact that he threw the shot to Thomas, then came back and hit De'Ami Brown, even though he might have had a throw in the middle of the field to Hunter. I know the safety was creeping there, but he might have had that throw for a touchdown. He still made a great throw to De'Ami Brown. I think that's the moment to get him going, get that passing game going. And once the passing game gets going, they're going to be pretty dynamic on offense.
I think they throw it down the field this week as well. Pete, thanks, buddy.
All right, guys, take care.
Pete Prisco from CBSSports.com. All right, you guys ready? Let's give away some more tickets here. We're giving away 2 more tickets. I'm doing it all. I'm doing it all day long. We're giving away 2 more tickets. Someone's going to go see the Jags and y'all know the Jags playing the Seahawks, right? All right, there we go. I'm going to make sure you guys are awake in here. It's happy hour. Sometimes people can fade a little bit. All right. The next ticket giveaway, 2 tickets going to see the Jags and the Seahawks. Got to be here to win. Jennifer Howell. Jennifer Howell. Do we have our first no-show?
I think she's in the back.
Jennifer, you here? There comes Jennifer. All right, Jennifer's here. She's not a no. I believed in you, Jennifer. We believed you were here. Congratulations. You're going to see the Seahawks and the Jags on Sunday. We'll take a to you right there. He's going to take care of you. My man Dan takes care of you. We'll take a break. Our picks are next. Stay with us.
It's the ride home with the Frangie Show from the Harold and Harold studio. Don't settle for less than you deserve.
Hayes Carline here to let you know about my new tailgate obsession, Daisy French Onion Dip. If you love eating dips with chips, wings, and veggies while watching football, you will love the new Daisy French Onion Dip and Daisy Ranch Dip. These are game changers, as delicious as a homemade dip made with real herbs and spices and other ingredients you'd find in your own kitchen. You've got to try them. Once you do, you'll be hooked. Look for Daisy French Onion Dip at your grocery store.
No static ever. Download the free 1010XL app for Apple and Android devices and take us with you wherever you go. XL.
If you're tired of weekend projects turning into weekend disasters, you're not alone. Building a fence isn't as easy as it looks. And let's face it, your neighbor still hasn't fixed his lopsided masterpiece. But Superior Fence and Rail makes it easy. Highly trained professionals, top quality materials, and a fence you'll love for years to come. Skip the stress and call the pros today.
When you're on the fence, about a fence, SuperiorFenceandRail.com.
This is Richard Miller with your Showtime Sports Cards and Collectibles Update. Showtime is now an official PSA grading dealer 2 days per week, Wednesday and Sunday. You can bring your raw cards into Showtime to submit for PSA. Seth can review your cards and mail them off same week. It's Showtime, Sports Cards and Collectibles. Update your collection.
Celebrate every score for Duval's favorite home team this season at One Night Taco Stand. Enjoy $3.99 margaritas, and when the home team scores, free tequila shots. Dine in only during the game. Don't miss Taco Tuesday, daily lunch specials, and Top Shelf Friday, Mandarin, Orange Park, and Southside at Bay Meadows. One Night Taco Stand, where tacos, tequila, and touchdowns come together.
Prosser here for Lifetime Enclosures and Lifetime Flooring. Football season is finally here, and with that, hopefully comes cooler weather. And if you've been wanting to upgrade your outdoor living space and just haven't pulled the trigger, you should call the experts at Lifetime Enclosures right now. From glass lanais to screened-in enclosures, Lifetime Enclosures and Flooring is the best in the business. Give them a call today. Lifetime Enclosures and Lifetime Flooring. Showroom just off Phillips Highway. Tell them Prosser sent you.
Julington Creek Pest Control has been serving our community since 1984. Our turf management program is an all-out blitz, granular fertilization, weed and insect control, keeping your lawn championship green all year. Quarterly pest control stops bugs before they ever cross your goal line. Family-owned, locally operated, expert technicians, top quality products, no gimmicks, just winning results. Julington Creek Pest Control, our family serving yours since 1984.
I know you love sports, so why not take that passion and make a difference in your community as a volunteer coach with the YMCA? Whether it's soccer, basketball, volleyball, or flag football, the Y is always looking for positive role models to help kids grow in both skills and character. Even if you've got no coaching experience, that's fine. We'll provide the training. Step up, give back, and be the coach that makes a difference. To volunteer, visit your local Y or fcymca.org.
Your favorite band live, First Chord Hits. That's a thrill. But for the accident attorneys at Farah and Farah, what thrill beats them all?
It's the thrill of the win. I've been there when the worry is real, when the bills pile up, when the pain doesn't quit, and getting the call that says, "We came through for you." That's huge. It's about seeing that weight lift, helping folks walk out better than when they walked in. Yeah, we're built for that.
Call Farah and Farah, Jacksonville.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch. Now, the cool down with Donovan Air Electric and Plumbing, keeping Jack's cool since 1987.
All right, on the show today, we have talked to all Jaguars, as you kind of could imagine. We've heard from LaQuint Allen and Foye Oluokun. Hayes does his normal, a terrific job tracking them down in the locker room. Those two interviews are great. Pete Prisco stopped by to talk NFL. We talked Gators and Knowles a little bit. But mostly we're here at Big Dogs giving away Jaguar tickets. We're going to give away a Josh Hines Allen helmet, all that coming up. And we're going to give away some more tickets right after our picks in just a bit. So stay tuned. That's where we've been over the course of the program today. Now, JJ, fired up.
Time for the Frangie Show Picks of the Week, brought to you by Ricketts Electric, Jacksonville's Power Connection. The Ricketts Picks start now.
All right, where have we been in our picks so far? I will tell you, last week, JJ and Hayes were both lousy, both 3-5. And I just want you to know how bad those picks were. So,
wasn't a good week.
Is that the whole summary for last week, I guess, right? You and JJ being 3-5.
Well, we'd be curious to know how you did.
Oh, I don't even know. It looks like 1-7. and let me be clear, that's not against the spread. That's 1-7 straight up, okay? That's how good I am. So 1-7. The way it looks now, our picks are JJ's 29-19, 35 total points. I'm 25-23, 30 total points. Only one guy's under 500. That's Hayes Carline. He's 22-26, but still 30 total points. 35, 30, 30. That is where we are. Moneyball's all 3 and 2. Hayes has 5 game picker-uppers. JJ has 3. I have 2. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Here we go. Those are the standings. You are up first. Bama at Missouri.
I just can't do it. I mean, I got to take Alabama. Missouri is got a lot of good things going, but I see the Alabama logo. I know it's in Columbia. I don't care. Give me Kalen DeBoer and the Crimson Tide.
I'm right with you. Bama too. JJ, you got a chance here. What do you like?
No, I'm going to go with the Tide. I think Missouri's best win is against Kansas this year, so I'm going with Bama.
All right, Oklahoma, Texas. I think Mateer's going to play. I'm underwhelmed with Texas. I'll take Oklahoma. JJ.
I think he'll play too, but I'm worried if he'll be 100%. Texas coming off a terrible loss. I'm actually going to go with the Longhorns in this one. I'm taking Texas.
All right, and Hayes Carline.
Boomer Sooner.
Okay, Hayes, game picker-upper opportunity
Let's go.
for JJ. JJ, right back to you. Auburn at home on the Plains against those Georgia Bulldogs.
I think the pass rush for Georgia is finally going to get going. It's been pretty dormant all season, but, I mean, Auburn's O-line is terrible, man. So I think they're going to get sacked 1,000 times. I'll go with the Bulldogs.
Hayes Carline.
I'm going to go with Auburn. There's got to be some sort of stunning upset, and I'll say that Georgia, who could have lost to Tennessee, they missed a field goal at the end of regulation, and Georgia did lose to Alabama. I'll say Auburn catches them.
I think Georgia's going to beat the dog out of them, so I'll take Georgia. Game picker-upper opportunity for Hayes. Gators at A&M, JJ.
I like the Gators to win this one straight up. I really like them to cover, but I think I'll try to get a game picker up here. I'm going with the Gators.
Well, he's going to get it.
He's been drinking.
I am here alone.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just saying.
Yeah, I think Billy Napier will find a way to coach his way out of this one. So I will take Texas A&M.
I think A&M, and I'd be shocked if Florida wins that game. So game picker-upper opportunity, but I like it. Now to the NFL. Lions at Chiefs. I will go first. The Lions have been the better team. I don't think the Chiefs are losing at home. I'll take the Chiefs in this ballgame. Hayes Carline.
I'm going to go the other way. I'll take the Lions. I like the way Goff is playing, and I do think the Chiefs are somewhat limited offensively.
JJ.
Yeah, very difficult one. I just can't see the Chiefs losing again, right? But so for that reason alone, nothing scientific here. I'm taking the home team. I'm taking the Chiefs.
Game picker-upper for Hayes Carline. Right back at you, Hayes. Bears at Commanders.
Yeah, Monday night we got a doubleheader, and this is the second one. Caleb Williams versus Jaden Daniels. I am going to go Jaden Daniels here at home. It's close. I think it'll be a great game, a lot of offense, but I will take Washington.
I'm coming with you. Commanders for me, too. They're at home against the Bears. JJ?
Yeah, clean sweep. Going with Washington.
All right, Commanders all the way across the board. I'll go first. Bucks at home against the 49ers. I'm buying the Bucks. I'll take the Bucks. Hayes.
I'm going to go with the 49ers. Mac Jones impressed me when he won the game on Thursday night 10 days ago. I know he's limited, but I think Tampa Bay is so beat up. I'll take the 49ers on the road.
All right, then, JJ.
I'll go with the Bucks in a close one. Don't feel confident about it.
Game picker-upper opportunity for Hayes. And finally, the money ball. Seahawks at the Jags. Hayes, you're up.
I just look at a team in Sam Darnold, 73.1% completion. Kenneth Walker averaging 4.9 yards a carry. Jackson Smith and Jigba, second in the NFL with 534 yards. And none of it will matter because Trayvon Walker and Josh Hines-Allen are going to combine for 4.5 sacks.
All right.
Jaguars, 23-17 over the Seahawks.
JJ.
I'm going to go with Seattle. Here's a chance to make up or, I guess, gain a few points against you guys. I'm going to go with Seattle.
You're going to have a game picker-upper because I like the Jaguars, too. I think the Jags are playing at a great level. I think the Jags are going to win. I picked against them last week, not this week. I will take the Jags. So our picks look like this. We all like Bama over Missouri. Hayes and I like Oklahoma. JJ likes Texas. JJ and I like Georgia. Hayes somehow likes Auburn. Florida, Hayes and I both like A&M. JJ's been drinking. He likes the Gators. In the NFL, JJ and I like the Chiefs. Hayes likes the Lions on the road. We all like the Commanders. JJ and I like the Bucks. Hayes likes the 49ers, and JJ has the Seahawks over the Jags. Those are our picks for the week. Y'all ready for more tickets? Let's get more tickets. Here we go. 2 more tickets. We're giving away tickets right now. Going to see the Jags and the Seahawks. I don't have a last name. Why would you not put your last name here? Okay, but I picked it. Austin F. That you? Where's your last name, bro? What are we doing? I mean, do you have a last name? You go by F, huh? Okay, spell it.
It's Frangie.
All right, Flora. Well, congratulations, Austin. You're the winner. Austin F, everybody. Austin F wins it. Okay. All right, we'll take a break. When we come back, we're going to do more tickets. This is 1010XL at 92.5 FM.
The Frangie Show from the Harold and Harold studio. Don't settle for less than you deserve.
This is Brent Musburger's Visa in Action update on 1010XL. Brought to you by Duck Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic, and Air Conditioning. When you're stuck, call the Duck. Proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
NFL Week 6 began Thursday night with the Giants handing the Philadelphia Eagles their second loss of the season. And the Buffalo Bills at 4-1 are the betting favorites to win Super Bowl 60 in Santa Clara. Bills at plus 475, while the Detroit Lions, who have won 4 straight games, are plus 650. The Green Bay Packers plus 700 to win the Super Bowl. Kansas City, despite being 2-3, are plus 800. The Eagles are plus 900 to repeat as Super Bowl champions. The Baltimore Ravens and the Los Angeles Rams are both plus 1,500. Bills quarterback Josh Allen, the betting favorite to win the regular season MVP at plus 140.
Cash back for every bet with a G-Bank signature Visa card. VSIN.com/GBank.
I'm Tony Desiri with your Visa in Action update on 1010XL.
Hey, it's Frank Frangie. Business owners, listen up. If your plumbing or AC company keeps giving you the runaround, it's time to cut them loose. Call my friends at Duck Duck Rooter. They already partner with some of the biggest commercial operations in Northeast Florida, like the Jaguars and station operations. Their office team makes invoicing a breeze, and their field techs, top-notch pros. Make the switch today. Duck Duck Rooter, a proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Call 904-862-6769. 904-862-6769. Tell them Frank sent you.
AA Automotive helps keep your vehicle in dependable and safe condition. Call Sam, Harry, or Joe, and they'll check your brakes, tires, fluids, electric, and motor, so your ride runs smooth on the road. That's AA Automotive on Richard Street.
I'm Holt Harrell with Harrell & Harrell. Choosing a law firm after an accident is an important decision. So how do you decide? With so many messages on air, I know it can all sound the same. At Harrell & Harrell, we believe what sets us apart is our commitment to you. When you've been injured in an accident, you need help from someone you know, someone you can trust. Harrell & Harrell, a name you know, a name you trust. Don't settle for less than you deserve. Offices, Jacksonville.
Hey Jacksonville, I'm sure by now you've seen our bright green GFL trucks and containers throughout the greater Jacksonville area. We are an industry leader in solid waste and would love the opportunity to earn your business. We are committed to customer service, reliability, and have unwavering focus on safety. Whether commercial or construction, let us haul your waste away. Call 904-760-5880 to get a quote today. GFL, green for life.
Are you looking for a place to outfit your truck or van? It's Catlin Truck Accessories. For 105 years and 4 generations, Catlin is the name you can count on. This is Keith Catlin, and we know trucks and vans too, from Lear toppers, ladder racks, van shelving, strobe lighting, roll and lock bed covers, and everything in between. If you want quality products and great customer service, there's only one name. It's Catlin.
Who can you count on? Count on Catlin.
For 105 years, you can count on Catlin.
Jacksonville, Hickens calling it. Checkmate Coating, my MVP. Tough, slick floors that dominate any space.
Checkmate Coatings. Your floor's missing piece.
This right here, this is where it starts. With a little flame and a lot of love. When the air cools or the night falls, fire brings the warmth. But it's what we bring to the table that matters. Slow smoked barbecue. Stories that stretch long. Laughter that lingers. And moments that just feel full. That's why it's always Sonny's here.
I'm here with Danny Van Sickle, Director of the Electrical Training Alliance. Danny, tell me about your program.
Hey, Rick, we're a 4-year electrical apprenticeship. Our students start out making over $40,000 a year, and right now make over $90,000 a year, including benefits. There is no tuition or student debt. You just have to apply and get accepted.
Did you say no tuition and no student debt?
You heard that right, Rick. Once you're accepted to the program, your only cost for the books and the course fees, about $800 a year.
That sounds like an amazing opportunity. How can I learn more?
Just go to etajax.org and you can apply there.
Apply by November 6th.
Pickin' here, celebrate the spooky season with Zero Res. Get 3 rooms of carpet clean starting at just $139, plus a free haul, and take 15% off your air duct and dryer vent cleaning. Book online at ZeroResJacksonville.com and take advantage of these huge savings.
Football is a game of inches, and at Front Runners Tap House, every inch counts. Catch every big play on their massive 396-inch giant television. The ultimate game day experience is waiting for you at Front Runners Tap House inside the Community First Igloo.
1010XL, presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah.
It's a Big Chief Tire Friday on the Frangie Show. For all of your tires and automotive service needs, it's Big Chief Tire.
All right, welcome back to the program. Glad we're live here at Big Dog. What a fun time this has been here at Big Dog. We've had a good time. You guys had a good time? All right. We've got our 6th pair of tickets to give away. Let's do it right now. There's our 6th pair of tickets. Someone's going to see the Jags and the Seahawks. You got to be here to win. Here we go. Our 6th pair of tickets goes to Joey Wood. Joe, come on over here, Joey. Joey's been here the whole time, all right? Joey Wood is going, all right? So there you go. Joey, congratulations, all right? And right over here, you get, so hang on. All right, so this has been great. And again, Dan's over here. You can feel free to buy tickets if you want to buy tickets. You can get them for any game. All right. Y'all ready for a really cool helmet? This is a Josh Hines Allen helmet, autographed helmet. How about back in the back? You guys ready or not? They can't win. All right, here we go. All right. The Josh Hines Allen helmet goes to Brian Gardner. Where's Brian? You got to be here, Brian. Oh, that's a sweet helmet, Brian. I hope you didn't leave. There's Brian. Come on up. All right. All right, so we're almost out of time. There's that helmet right here. There's your helmet right there, Brian. Congratulations. So we really appreciate you guys having us out here today, Big Dogs. We've given away and thanks to the Jaguars. The Jacksonville Jaguars have given these tickets away. Buy tickets from them. They do a great job. The football team's really good. I can't encourage you enough to go buy tickets from this team. This is your last game for 5 weeks. They got a bunch of games at the end of the year. They've worked really hard, and I know they have. So we're really glad you guys are here. We've given away 6 pair of tickets. I think the last thing y'all want me to do now, we've given away all our tickets. The last thing y'all want me to do is come up with 2 more tickets. Y'all don't want that, do you? Nobody wants y'all. I thought y'all want more. What do you think?
Oh yeah.
I mean, what do y'all think? What do you think? So you don't want me to be done with the tickets? Y'all want more tickets? All right. Well, you want more? Hey, if they want more tickets, they want more tickets.
That's right.
You're sure? Y'all sure? All right. 2 tickets. 2 tickets to go see the Jags and the Seahawks. Pam Shelburne. Where's Pam? Pam Shelburne. Come on, Pam, get up here. All right. We're giving. I mean, why not, right?
Why not?
I mean, I was going to be done, but they wanted more. Hey.
Yes.
They wanted more. All right, Pam Shelburne. All right. Come on up here, Pam. You're going to the ball game. I do like the fact that everybody, other than the early winner, knows who's playing. Pam, you're going to go right there. Dan's going to give you your tickets right there. Okay, so anyway, so that's a bonus ticket for Pam. All right, final thoughts before we get out of here. Jags win. You think the Jags win? Why?
Terrific opportunity. I think the Jags win just because I do think that they're going to have a lot of success throwing on Seattle. Seattle released its injury report, 3 defensive backs doubtful. I doubt they even put them on the plane to travel them to Jacksonville. So I think a depleted secondary for Seattle makes things happen. I think Brian Thomas Jr., Travis Hunter both go over 100 yards. I think the ground game will be decent, not great. And defensively, I do think they'll get after Sam Darnold. He has a terrible history in Jacksonville, and I think he'll play poorly. So I like the Jaguars.
Yeah, I think the Seahawks are very good and very physical. I think this will be the most physical game the Jags have played. I think it'll be the hardest game to run. You heard Pete Prisco say it earlier. I think the defensive front is really good, like legitimately good for Seattle, and it's going to be tough to move them. I think you can beat them over the top. If you're going to beat them, you can beat them over the top. I don't necessarily think you can beat them running the ball, even though, and the way it's going to clash is the Jags actually have a team that wants to run the football. The Seahawks have a team that's very good at stopping the run. So I think that's really the key to where they are. Let's assume they win. You and I both think they're going to win the game. Let's assume they win the game. As you move forward now, you play the Rams in London. The Jaguar players are more accustomed to London than the Rams. It's interesting the way they're doing it. The Jags are leaving Monday, by the way. The Jags, Liam wants to get there, get acclimated. The Jags are leaving on Monday for a game the following Sunday in London. That gives them used to the jet lag, all of it. They're going to practice there, spend a lot of time there. Have you seen this? The Rams are leaving Friday.
It's wild.
Nobody's done that yet.
Staying in Baltimore.
Yeah, staying in Baltimore after they play and then leaving from Baltimore on Friday. Nobody has done that. Teams have tried Thursday, Wednesday, Sunday. Nobody has gone on Friday to play a game on Sunday. So
it's a big mistake.
Yeah, you would think, right? So you're leaving Friday night, and you leave Friday night, and you get in there on Saturday morning. So really, you'll get there Saturday morning, 7 or 8 o'clock on London time. I can tell you, I've done it 11 straight years, and it still takes a while to get used to adjust. I mean, it takes a while to adjust. So you got to get adjusted. Then they play the next day, and then they're coming back. I mean, that's an odd trip. I do think going from Baltimore makes sense. You don't want to go from Los Angeles, so since they're already in Baltimore, but I do think it makes sense. So it's going to be we both like the Jags to win the game. It'll be interesting. Two quick things. We talked Florida State yesterday, not today. Do the Seminoles win easy against Pitt?
I don't think easy, but I do think that they will win. I don't think they'll cover the 10.5-point spread.
Yeah, I think it's a good. I think they win. I think they might cover, but I am more. I have been curious all year about this Florida State team. I've been curious and watching them and trying to keep up with, figure out who they are. I'm still not sure I know. Florida, I think I know. I think they're average. But FSU, they look. I wasn't sure coming in. They looked so good against Alabama. They played the two easy games. I didn't think they looked bad against Virginia. I thought Virginia was good. I thought it was two good teams. I thought they looked bad against Miami, but Miami's really good. Miami might be the best team. So I'm not. With Florida State, I'm not sure who they are. I guess that's kind of where I am here.
Yeah, and I think it's fair. I just think their offensive predictability is it's gonna be hard for them to overcome that. Now, again, Pitt's got so many players out. I mean, I want to say they're somewhere between 15 and 20 players that they will not have available. So I think it's difficult dealing with that kind of attrition to go win a game in Doak Campbell Stadium. But yeah, I think if Florida State does get behind, it's going to be difficult for them because the offense is so easy to figure out if you're the opponent.
Yeah, they're not built to come back. They're not teams that are built to come back, sit back and throw the ball down the field, and I don't think that's a team that does that. So it's going to be an awful lot of fun. I'll say this: the beginning of the football season has been very intriguing. Still not sure what's going to happen with the Florida coaching situation. I'm not completely sure I know what's going to happen with the Florida State coaching situation. The Jags are off to an enormously good start. I thought
they might have the coach of the year.
Yeah, and they might have the coach of the year. So it's really an interesting thing. All right, so we're almost out of time here. We've given away 7 pair. We're going to give away 6 pair of tickets. We gave away 7 pair of tickets. So and again, thanks to the Jacksonville Jaguars for allowing that to happen. I really do. I think as you get ready to get out of here, I do want to tell you the craziest thing would be to give away another pair.
Oh wow. That would be crazy.
I mean, that'd be crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't want to. We don't want to get crazy here, do we?
Don't do it, Frank. It's got to be against the law.
Yeah, we don't want to. The last thing I should do is give away another. I mean, you should give away another pair. I just logically it doesn't make sense to give away another pair, does it?
You only live once.
But we are here.
We are here.
and y'all are here.
It is a big game.
And if we're here and you're here, it's
Then
our time.
It's our time.
Okay, right? Right, are you with me on that?
I am with you on
Okay,
that.
so, and Dan's got 2 more. Dan told me he's got 2 more. Why not? All right, you know what? Y'all talked me into it. One last time before we get out of here. Going to the Jags and Bucks. He already won. You can come buy tickets. Yeah, by the way, don't be afraid to buy tickets from Dan, too. He's in there all day, all right? That'd be okay. Regina Dietrich.
Yeah.
How about Regina right up here? All right, there you go. I'm glad you won. You've been here the whole time. Regina is going to see the game. Hey, you guys have been a great crowd. Congratulations to the folks here at Big Dogs. 20 years they've been doing it here. So congratulations. We appreciate you guys. You know what? We appreciate you guys having us. I do want to remind you, support your Jaguars. They do a great job. It's a great group down there. The football team's fantastic. They've done a great job moving their tickets. Dan will sell you more here if you want to. We're glad to be out here with you. Thank you guys for having us. We're out here for Hayes, for JJ. I'm Frank Frangie. So long, everybody.